Okay, so our corner GB drill, corner ground balls. I like this drill a lot. There's a lot going on with this, so just kind of bear with me. But we don't get a lot of like situations where we don't practice enough where like when the ball's kind of like on the end line or kind of going out of bounds, how to really kind of sell yourself out to get that ground ball off a shot or anything else, or just, you know, a bad pass. We want to be chasing these balls down. And a lot of times we just don't practice with that outside line being kind of like another impediment or barrier to being able to play effectively. So what we'll do is we call this, it's just also a pressure release. So you notice how our offensive player is kind of in front of the restraining line and our defensive player is behind the restraining line. So that kind of gives this offensive player a slight advantage, but the defensive player probably has a long stick. And then our other offensive player is adjacent to him. So the coach will start this with the ground ball, kind of rolling it to the end line. And we don't want to make it easy on them. We want to challenge them. And as soon as the ball's on the ground, that offensive player should be going to get that ball while that defensive player is immediately playing pressure. And this offensive player, if he can get in front to play man, we want to encourage that. If not, we want to see him get into that mirror outlet position and kind of give a look for this guy to be able to make a pass, or at least direct traffic, saying, hey, left, 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 or right, 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 or something, to, you know, kind of helping him out so that we can get this pass off. And then we're off to the races. If we don't get that pass off, or if this guy gets the ground ball, it doesn't matter. We're on a 2v1 where this defender has to really pressure hard to kind of get back in. And we don't want to just leave this guy open. So this guy's got to slow play his man. You can't just leave him. So if this guy's coming in hot, you know, this defensive player has really got to hustle to try to disrupt that play if he's the one with the ball, right? He's got to work his butt off to try to get there. Ideally, and again, this defender is going to be in a position where he can slide, but also this guy is free to roam however he wants. He can wait. He can come all the way out here. That's a long distance pass, outside shot. But this player's got to be able to slow play both his man and see the threat coming in. And when he comes in, if he comes in to be a threat, he's got to go play him and then release this guy back through the middle to go play the other attackman or offensive player that's coming in, right? So it's already in there. After a certain amount of time, so right now this is right now a 3v2, and another pressure release. The coach will release that player to make it even, and everything gets back in. And we should be hearing calls from red, which is man, you know, odd man, to black, which means we're playing man on our defense. We want to hear that black call so that everyone can mark up and just find their man, play their man. But we want to recover back to the crease, recover back into the crease. Everyone should be recovering in back to the middle. I'm going to redraw this a little bit, right? So this guy should be trying to disrupt the play, but he's going to recover back to the crease. This guy can slide out and take his man. This guy's going to come into the crease and find the open player. So there's a lot going on with this drill. This guy's got to find his open man. He gets released by this coach after a period of time, you know, maybe after one pass or if they're trying to set up. So it just gives them another pressure release so that we go from a 2v1 down here in the corner with this, and then, you know, working around this tight space in the end line, to a 3v2 in the middle, and then releasing to a 3v3, all in the span of, you know, less than a minute, with maybe just a couple passes. So it really creates a dynamic element to this. And I love this drill because there's a lot going on. It requires a lot of communication. There's a lot of adrenaline. We'll do this before a game to get kids worked up, but I love it because it adds the element of this, you know, how to sell yourself out to get that ground ball, man. You got a teammate here, so he can shuffle it out. He can shuffle that ground ball out to a teammate, and, you know, or dive out of bounds and try to get it, depending on how fast that ball's going. But it's a lot going on there, and I just love this drill. So hopefully hopefully the kids like it, and I think it's appropriate for 7-8. Down into even 5-6. I like it better than Crunch Berries because Crunch Berries is a little bit of a contrived situation. This adds a lot more elements to what the kids will be finding in a game, into uneven situations, into even situations, and looking for more of our defensive communications as well. So thank you.